Hi, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Can you hear me okay? The neighbor just started cutting his grass, which is understandable because it's getting a bit cooler in the evenings again. And the helicopters are nonstop. Are you guys having a lot over there right now? Good. Thanks, Sammy. Hi, everyone. It's wonderful to see all of you. Let's say hi to everybody. You know what? Actually, I'm going to play this song for you guys. Hi. Lila B, Hair Curlers in Crime. Courtney's Courtney. Hi, Shannon. Hi, sweetheart. I hope you guys are staying safe. Thank you, Court Case Courtney. Good. Hi, Popcorn. It's so nice to see all of you guys. I appreciate you being here. I was having a hard time pulling myself together to come on here tonight. Yeah, I've just not been okay since the press conference and since before it, just with everything going on with the courts and being 5 years. I cannot believe it has been 5 years. Let's see. Hello, Connie, Darlene. It's good to see you. Hello, Purple. Randy, my love, you are braver than stronger. You got an army behind you. Stand tall, Mama. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Kim in Colorado. Hi, honey. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Brown Eyes. Miss Tara. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I've been kind of scarce, not really hanging out in the YouTube streets too much. Dropping in to say hi here and there, but been going over some videos, of course. I found a couple things I haven't seen before while my besties were here. It was really nice having them here. I feel kind of bad because I just wasn't myself. You could tell I was just not here, you know. My brain's elsewhere, and I really wasn't feeling well at all. The medicines are helping, but it's playing those games of fine-tuning everything, you know. Once one thing gets thrown out of whack, they all kind of follow. Yankee Kyle, good to see you, my friend. I haven't seen you in a while. Siami, my sweetheart. Always wonderful to see you. Brenda, hi. Under your scars. Hi, hun. So good to see all of you. Chocolate covered pickle. Hi. Carolina Hurtado. Hello. I don't think I've seen you before. Understandable. It's the way the judicial system works. Defendants have way too many rights. Yes, more than the victims and their families. I'm so sorry, Ruby. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. Yeah, and I know that it's it's like I said, see you. I'm not okay. Is tomorrow pretrial? Yes, 9 a.m. So I'll be in Canyon County Courthouse. I plan on doing a live tomorrow to go over what happened in court, and I'm gonna try and start going live a little bit more. Maybe not necessarily just talking about Michael's case, but probably a little bit more about things that aren't so popular to talk about. Grief, depression, heartache, sadness, joy, strength, just therapy, talking therapy. Hi, remain calm. I always love catching your replays, and I pop in every once in a while. Actually, I pop in almost every time you're live, to be honest with you. How long do I think court will be tomorrow? I have no idea. I'm not sure. I figured pre-trial would be like a little bit longer. I'm not sure how that's all going to work with the motions that, we have coming up, in less than 2 weeks, the 11th. Everybody's videos I'm going to share up here. My lagging is bad. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what to do about that. What is this? Everything keeps freezing. This is okay. Sorry, guys. I'll get this figured out. Missing persons around the world. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It circles a lot for a few, so not sure why. It's been doing it. Our internet's been lagging really bad, and I have noticed a lot of different creators saying the same. I'm using StreamYard, so maybe that's why. So I have seen that. Bear with me. I'll do my best. I try exiting and coming back in. That seems to solve the issue for you. Hi, Eliza. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's see. And this one is from When Evil Entered. And they made this a year ago, I believe. I want to try and share every one of the creators that has made videos or music for Michael. I want to make sure I share and highlight everybody that's done that over these past 5 years. So I hope you all enjoyed them as much as I do. I cherish everything that anyone has made for Michael, especially for his advocacy, his awareness. It means a lot to me. Can you guys hear it okay? Or could you hear it while I was playing it? I just want to make sure. Hi, Ray Ray. Oh, I loved the pictures I got to see. No, you couldn't hear it? Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. Let's try this again. Share screen.
On the morning of July 27th, 2021, the sun was high. Michael Vaughn went missing, no one knew why. A boy so bright, full of life and dreams, now lost in the shadows, or so it seems. We've heard the whispers, we've seen the signs, but the answers are hidden, locked behind the lines. Sarah, Brandon, Adrien, and Stacey too, they're the ones who know what happened, that much is true. Where's Monkey? Where did he go? In a world so cold, an answer so slow, we're searching for the truth with every breath we take. Come on, tell us now, for his innocence sake. Where's Monkey? Where's Michael Vaughn? The world is asking questions, they're all so loud. The mystery is growing, it's shrouded in doubt. They say they don't know, but we can't let it go. If you've got the answers, it's time to show. Sarah with her secrets, Brandon silent plea. Adrien, the quiet one, is it hard to see? Stacey hides his gaze, his silence speaks, but every one of them holds the keys. Where's Monkey? Where did he go? In a world so cold, an answer so slow, we're searching for the truth with every breath we take. Come on, tell us now, for his innocence sake. Where's Monkey? Where's Monkey Vaughn? It's been too long, no peace, no rest. A mother's heart is aching, trying her best. The world is watching, hoping they'll break. Tell us what you know, for his family's sake. Where's Monkey? Where did he go? In a world so cold, an answer so slow, we're searching for the truth with every breath we take. Come on, tell us now, for his innocence sake. Where's Monkey? Where's Monkey Vaughn? We'll never stop asking, we'll never back down. We'll keep searching until the answers are found. Where's Monkey? Where did he go? The truth will come, and the world will know.
I like that one. What did you guys think? It is a good song. I like it. Thank you, When Evil Entered. I'll make sure to put everything in the descriptions. Ruby, I did see. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Hi, Deedles. All in tanks. I hope you are well. Yeah, Brandon Shurtliff, Adrien Lucienne, Stacey Wondra, Sarah Wondra. Those are the 4 named suspects in the abduction and murder of my son, Michael Joseph Vaughan. Michael. For those of you that don't know me, I am Brandy Vaughan. I am Michael Joseph Vaughan's mama. Michael was abducted from our neighborhood on July 27th of 2021. There are 4 named suspects: Sarah Wondra, Stacey Wondra, Adrien Lucienne, and Brandon Shurtliff. Stacey Wondra is awaiting trial. We have a pre-trial conference tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Sarah Wondra is incarcerated at the moment on unrelated charges. She will be getting out October 26th is when it was scheduled, and where she will be waiting for her warrant for her arrest for first-degree murder, second-degree kidnapping, and destruction and tampering with evidence. Excuse me if I get frustrated with myself. I've been in moods. So I'm here to continue to bring awareness to Michael's story and his case. The Shurtliff Police Department has fully investigated our family, and we are not suspects. We've never been named suspects. We were never named persons of interest either. Yes, we were thoroughly investigated for well over a year. J.D. Huff, the chief of Shurtliff Police Department, stated that our family are not the focus of the investigation at this time. Well, to that point in time, we have been fully investigated. We still, to this very moment, have cooperated fully with everything, law enforcement, the DA's office, any agency that has worked on Michael's case. Anytime they've asked anything from us, it has been 100% full forward, open doors, here on a platter. And for those that still continue to accuse myself, my husband, my father-in-law, my child, I don't know what else to say about that. You can have your opinions, that's fine. But to continuously try to run a narrative that we were responsible for what happened to Michael is unnerving, irritating, aggravating. And it's not fair. We have been asked. We have done everything we've been asked. We don't hide behind lies. We don't have anything to hide because we're not guilty of anything. You know what we're guilty of? Loving and missing our son. That's what we're guilty of. We're guilty of wanting to hold these monsters accountable for what they did to our baby. Take a look at the facts. And then to try to continue to say that, oh, Michael's probably just running free somewhere. He would be 10 years old at this time. At 5 years old, do you think he was out there running the streets taking care of himself? Stop with your ridiculousness. Stop accusing my family. Stop causing more pain and trauma to our family. You can talk and spin every damn narrative you want to try. But no matter what, the fact is, Tyler did not do anything to Michael. Michael didn't get hurt from Tyler. It wasn't Tyler's fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't anybody in this house's fault. To try and push so hard because you think you're right, then give me some damn proof. Give me one shred of evidence that shows these four had nothing to do with the abduction with Michael. Tell me. Show me. 10 dogs. 10 dogs. You are going to sit here and tell me that 10 dogs went all to that damn house and not another? Hi, Cheesy Mary. Right here. Brandy Vaughan and Tyler Vaughan have been cleared, if any, and all charges. All members of their family and close neighbors have been cleared. Yes. Like the ones that saw Michael, physically saw him on the street, saw him lose his flip-flop, not once, but twice. There was no time for Tyler to do anything to Michael. We didn't orchestrate anything for our son to be taken. No accident happened. Michael unknowingly got out of our house and wandered down our street to look for other kids to play with. He knocked on other people's doors, and then he vanished after that. Stop abusing my family. Stop hurting my family because you think you are right. You are not the FBI. You are not Fruitland Police Department. You are not the prosecuting attorney's office. You are nothing other than a person behind a damn keyboard. J.D. Huff did not walk through our front door and tell us that Michael is deceased. That Michael is not going to come running home into my arms. That the detective is not going to be bringing him home, blaring her sirens. She told me that. She told me that when we find Michael, that all the sirens will be coming right to the front door. Well, we know that's not going to happen. Brandon Shurtliff. Where is Michael? Please tell me where he is. Tell somebody where he is. These people you listen to are just going to steer you wrong. And peoples that keep interfering, you're causing problems. You really are. Show me proof. Hi, misdemeanor. No, we are still harassed. And Michael's not home. We still don't have Michael. And there are people that are talking to these suspects. Hindering, standing in the way of letting them think for themselves. Pushing your own narrative. saying that this Michael's case, this trial, shouldn't even be happening, shut the hell up. Sit all the way down. The information that I have on some of these disgusting imbeciles, you should really be careful on the internet. You know that? You really should. You should be thankful, too, that I'm not a piece of garbage like you. You really should be thankful about that. People don't like people that hurt babies or support people that hurt babies. Let them come babysit your kids. To any of those ones, or your grandkids. They're innocent. They have, you know, it's just their mental disabilities, right? I don't believe that. Indica girl, hello. Viola, hi. Thank you for being here. MCE, it's good to see you. Thank you for your sweet messages. I'm sorry, guys. I'm cross. I'm angry. I'm tired. I'm sad. Yeah, writing a book and manipulating all of them. I will fight you every damn step of the way. You will have a fight on your hands. I'm not going to say her name, Cinderella. And she's not the only one, actually. Believe it or not. And she is the one that's in contact daily. Well, from what she said previously. Yeah, I'm trying not to under your scars. It's just so much. After 5 years, and still to this day, here we are going to court, happening to fight this garbage. And we still don't have Michael. I don't understand. I just don't understand the cruelty of people. I don't get it. Don't like me. I don't care. But you're not going to attack my family anymore. I'm tired of it. I have fought so long to keep Michael's story out here, for people to pay attention, to listen to what happened to Michael. And I don't know, maybe because I'm a loudmouth? I don't know. I mean, I was told once that the reason people don't like to work with me about Michael's case is because I'm mean. And I'm a beep. Yeah, I am a bitch. When I need to be. Hi, Kay. And this is a good Kay. I love this Kay. Kay Sloan, not Sarah's mama. No, no, no. Maggie, yes, God does see what's going on. You're going to face judgment day just like we all are. And I hope that when you're judged for that, you remember when I asked you to stop. How many times have I asked you to stop? Do I need to use your full name? Do I need to use your first name? Do I need to call you out by your government name? I mean, it should only be fair, right? If you're going to sit there and talk shit about me for 5 years and insinuate that, well, one, that I'm some kind of mob boss that has controlled the entire aspect of Michael's case, which is laughable. Remember, she's not in here right now. But we've tried to be open and honest and as transparent as we possibly can. And, well, we've seen what that's done. It just causes more pain. All people hindering the investigation will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Yes, JD's words to all of those who have hindered. I should didn't keep that up, did I? Hindered the investigation or has had knowledge of Michael's abduction will be pursued. I might have threw in a few extra words in there. Awesome. I was able to put the QR code. Did I put it on this slide? I think I may have put it in the description. I'm not sure if I did, but there's the QR code. I think I pinned it at the very, or I put it in at the very beginning in the comments when I made the live. A cease and desist? Cease and desist? Yes. And I have publicly asked her. And then when she had come into Purple's chat, I'd asked her then as well. I've asked her a few times. Fine. Review the case. Go over Michael's case. Fine. Oh, thank you, Tara. Okay. Well, I'll make sure that I have it pinned on my channel, so that way everybody can save it and share it. So then there's that. I was looking that I can make my own QR code, so I could actually put like a couple different things in there. So maybe the flyer that's behind me right now. I put it down there. Yes, it is time for an attorney to be involved. And I have been speaking with one for quite a while. We don't need an attorney for Michael's case because, well, we're not suspects and we did nothing wrong. But, you know, we have Michael's defense, the prosecution. But now, with the way things are going, civil suits. I'm looking into filing civil suits. I have been working on 2. The BTTV. Hello, Miss Brandy. My heart goes out to you. I know I don't say much, but I've been praying for your son's justice for several years. Thank you very much. I don't know what GBY is. If anybody could explain it to me, I'd appreciate it. That is true. That is true. She does. She gets off on making me feel bad. That's, yeah. Yeah, a civil suit. She's done enough. I've asked too many times. And some of the things are just pure wrong. Disgusting. Like, really disgusting. I don't think the word empathy is in that person's or another person's character. Yeah. I was worried about trying to do that in the midst of going through all of this, but yeah, no, there's no going back. I've asked for years, and enough is enough. Sabrina G, hello. Yes, Under Your Scars. Yes, download it. Callie Dime. Hi, honey. There. Yes, download and have backups. And backups, other people have backups for me as well. So I'm tired of the continued bullshit, the blatant lies. I'm just tired of it. And, you know, Michael's older siblings have seen this crap. Yeah, the cease and desist does work, yes. Thank you, Sammy. Sorry, I want to talk about it. I want to. And I know this is probably not the place to do it. And the people that are close to me know how I feel. And yes, she is Cheesy Mary. She's out for revenge. Not putting herself in your shoes with all the harassment and misinformation out there. I can't believe this woman is wrong. Well, Michael Monkey-Vaughan's case is not just a sensational headline. Exactly. This is your son and your story to tell. It makes me angry. Some YouTube creators don't have any respect. Some. Revenge for what? I don't know. Because of Peter and Cheerios, I guess. I want to work with her. You know, when I first came to YouTube, no, I saw her where it was Twitter or X, or whatever in the hell it was. Yeah, there are really people with no empathy. I don't understand it. No. Okay, you know what? That's not the focus. The focus is Michael. The focus is the 4 suspects. Brandon Shurtliff. Where is my son? I know you. You know, if you tell me where Michael is, you will probably get the best deal. Whoever comes forward and tells where Michael is, you're going to get the best deal. Tell me where my son is. I'm going to tell you right now, Sarah's going to roll on every single one of you. Slim Pickens, thank you. Nope, Buggy and Cassie are playing. Thank you. True Crime Tribe, hi, honey. That's me. I would like to go over Brandon's interview, or when he came on Samantha's show. So I'm going to play this clip real quick. I know, Callie Dime, all in due time. I've gotten really frustrated because there's so much that's going on behind the scenes, and Michael's case is still an active, ongoing investigation. So please, if you have information on what happened on July 27th of 2021, please come forward. Please tell me where Michael is. Please give any type of information you have to law enforcement. It's not fair that he's been gone this long and you still won't tell me where he is. We all know what you've done. Just give him back. Amanda Wolf, hello. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it. Yeah, on JLR's Indica girl. Yeah, when he was on JLR's. I don't think JLR will strike me, will he? Shannon, the last time I checked, at the moment, he wasn't for the 4th of July. So, but he does because his mommy's there. So whenever the streets get too hot for him, he crawls back into mommy's titty. Sorry, excuse me. Exactly. Keeping Michael's body is not going to keep you from prosecution. It just doesn't work like that. 668 successful murder convictions with no body. It happens. 83%. 83% out of all those charges have been. Yeah. They think they're all victims. They're not victims. The only victim here is Michael in our family. I should kick the banner and give a crate. Okay, banner. Oh, credit to. Well, I won't pull his up because I have this one right here right now, Samantha, but thank you. Thank you. These ones with the moons and the blue stones, I got these when I was in Iowa. Yeah, right, hair curlers and crime. Especially with just what happened on Saturday. Jesus. When those things like that happen, I always instantly think of is it Adrien or Brandon? Thank you, chocolate covered pickle. That sounds really good right now. So I'm gonna play this for you guys. I'm just gonna play this short real quick and then we'll get into the live. Josh, the lab, yeah. I wish he would go on Josh's and talk to him. I really do. I mean, he talked with Sammy really well. Obviously, you know, he's not as disrespectful, I guess you could say. He's more polite when speaking with people. Brandon is. My channel is so I can chat. I love it. Stopping by to send my love and prayers. I hope that the people first have some decency and lets you bring your son home. I do too. In Indiana? Not that I can recall off the top of my head. I think he has. Didn't he get in trouble there? What? Am I wrong? But I know Ohio, yes. I think it's funny that all of a sudden he has clammed up, but he was talking fine before that. Yeah, Brandon wasn't as aggressive as Stacey for sure. I completely agree. And what do you mean? Brandon has piped up or clammed up, Shannon, since since he's jumping back up on Facebook. And he was out the other day. Brad Ziegler, Brando Shirts, whatever in the blessed you want to call yourself. Chris on the interview just messaged you with Tyler last night in a positive note. Oh, Chris and Karen in the interview room, they have been so kind to us for all of these years. And they're just amazing people. They really, really are. Chris is funny. No puppies. Well, I'm glad. I think Chris coming here and see, nobody knew how long Chris had been here. Chris was here for quite a while. Quite a while. They are. Thank you. I love Ulta too. It's good to see you, sweetheart. Meme Team, I adore Josh. He is an amazing person inside and out. And, you know, he's got his own hell that he has lived through in his lifetime. And he's an amazing person. He's an amazing dad. And he's an amazing friend. And I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed by, you know, all he's had to endure. And he is the way he is. These flies. Yes, and Purple introduced me to Josh. So that kind of Purple introduced me to Josh, which introduced me to Chris, which in turn brought the Cold Case Foundation, which helped immensely. Not only in bringing awareness for Michael, but to help us tell our story, especially Tyler. So I am forever thankful for all of you. Yes, John Ramsey. Yep, he is. And I'm sure he will be to testify for Michael's case. I'm sure that'll happen. All right. It got really smoky again, huh, babe? Yeah, it's really bad. It's probably really getting even worse over towards you right now, Shannon. It's piling in right now. Yes, amazing group of creators and, you know, people. Let's see here. Credit. What am I? Let me do this real quick. I think that's right. I can't type. What, sweetheart? Would you get me my water? My Monkey Monday cup. Did that work? Thank you, sweetheart. I'm not sure. My comments keep jumping like crazy. Now, what did I do? Yeah, I'm live. You want to say hello? Nobody can hear you over there. Come here.
outside.
Well, yeah, I can hear them. You can talk to me for a second while you're here. Let me do this before I start that show. What do you think about court tomorrow? Do you think it's going to take long? No?
If it's anything like the last one, it'll be 15 minutes.
What did you tell me earlier? That, because I was saying I don't care what happens to them as long as we get Michael home. That's all that matters. What were you saying?
So what was saying?
Oh, about them all going to jail. You were saying,
I don't care how long we go to jail for, as long as they go to jail.
yeah. As long as they go to jail. Everybody's saying hi. And they're saying prayers. Hi, Lady Spitfire. And thank you to all of you here. I know that you have. He is feeling better. Yeah. He hates being on camera. He hates public speaking. But I did ask him to join me on a show one day, because we were talking, and like I was saying earlier, that I would like to talk a little bit about, he told me that I should talk about the grief and the stress and the depression that has caused not only me, but everybody else in the family as well. He thinks it'd be a good idea for me to talk about those kinds of things. And I'm going to ask Pidge too, because everybody always hears from me. And hi, Pidge, I love you. They're working, so they're always working. Thank you, Sammy. But yeah, he thinks it would be good for us to sit down and kind of talk about how it has affected all of us, individually and as a family. So we'll pick a day and have conversations. The BTTV. I greatly appreciate that, and I absolutely don't mind. Please, everyone, share Michael's story. Share his missing persons flyer. Yes, please. Everybody and anywhere you can, share it. Share it on any platform. Please ask them to share, because Michael is still missing, and there are people that do have information on where Michael is or what happened on the 27th, the 28th. There are people that know, that have had knowledge all the way up to this day. Still to this day. So yes, please, and thank you so very much. Thank you, True Crime Tribe. I appreciate it. Let's get into this. Sammy, will you drop your link in their chat for me, please? I tried to put the banner up. I did what you said. It didn't go up. So I'll try it again. So missing PNW crimes revisited. You know what I keep doing? I keep putting your Book of Faces group. I keep mixing the two up instead of your YouTube one. That's what I keep doing. They have confided in others closest to them, for sure, in my opinion. Absolutely, MC. You know what else? We, not even just the people closest to them. Some of them like to share with their cellmates, or have shared with their cellmates. Hi, beautiful Dree. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me, and it's good to see you. Shannon says, you absolutely should. That's a great idea for even do that. And I will be there and know exactly how that is and how hard it is to navigate even after court is done. Yes. And I am so blessed to have you with us for the duration. And I'm sorry that you know that side of it. Sending love to you and your brother upstairs. Yes, Brandon will get to share with his cellmates one day too. And I get it, Brandon. You're scared. You're scared of prison. Well, it's gonna happen. You did the crime, now you gotta do the time. I know you've been in and out of jail for a lot of your adult life. But jail is a lot different from prison, from what I hear. And Stacey says that you're a little bitch. I agree. I shouldn't call you names, I know, but you really should come have a conversation with me. Hi, Dad. Love you. Right, Shannon? I'm bad at that. Is me knowing that pain makes it easier to navigate others through it. And yeah, name seems to get him to respond. Well, I dedicated a whole song to him. And your mama raised a bitch. It's true. Prison won't be nice to you, Brandon. I'm sure they will if they find out that you were the one to ease my family's suffering and to let Michael be laid to rest respectfully. Where's Michael, Brandon? Here is a short from Sammy. Okay, share.
Michael up in the guest room at your mom's house.
So that is a false statement because I never have met Michael before in my life or never even seen Michael before, Vaughan, in my life up until this.
Up until this day. Up until this day. You never seen or heard about Michael.
Day. Up until this day. Up until this day. And as far as anybody getting tied or kidnapped at my house, this or that, any of that, crazy off the wall accusations, that did not happen.
Brandon, that's so not true. Stacey told the whole world. Well, he told law enforcement, excuse me. He even told law enforcement that if Michael, when they were digging up the Wondra's backyard, well, Stacey was quite confused because, he was going to get that deal. He believed that Michael was still buried in that backyard. Hi, the real ICU. Good to see you, honey. But the world does know, Brandon. The world knows that Michael is in your Marlboro duffel bag. He was left at your mom's house. You brought Michael to your mom's house. Where are the clothes that were piled on top of Michael, Brandon? Where are those clothes? Did you take Michael out of the duffel bag when at your mom's house to take the clothes out? Or did you just leave Michael outside all night long? What did you do that night, Brandon? Yeah, why does your mom still live there? That's weird. Is she just as heartless as you? Grandma Pickle? He did answer my prayers. God did. I am blessed. I am blessed to be here right now. It is hard to believe where I was sitting a year ago. Sitting 2 years ago. 2 years ago tomorrow was the day I quit drinking and was the day I told I wasn't going to make it without a liver transplant. And if I didn't quit drinking. Never looking back. I know. Yeah, cadaver dogs hit at your mom's house under a pile of rocks in the yard. Why? Because you remodeled the backyard, right? Was that after law enforcement brought the dogs? Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have. Thank you. 2 years sobriety is very important. I never in a million years thought I'd be here. So thank you guys. It means a lot. It really does. The most important thing is that I keep my promise and I stay healthy and keep going. Yeah, lots of information. Thank you, Kim. Lots of information are missing persons around the world. Thank you guys so much. And I really appreciate all of you sharing your stories, other people sharing your stories with me as well. We do recover. We do. So thank you. And yes, there is a lot of information that is coming out in these court documents, Brandon. And we're gonna get to the part about your mom. You know that I'm sure that's gonna come up because it's part of Stacey's trial. So missing persons around the world. Tara, you can make me cry. Thank you. All right. Let's look at this here. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Sam has Samantha on Missing PNW. Let me read that again. Missing PNW Crimes Revisited. She covers mostly cases in the Pacific Northwest. Idaho is considered Pacific Northwest. Well, it is in my book and a lot of other people's. So, but she has playlists on Michael's case, lives that she's done, going extensively over each one of the suspects. Stacey's preliminary hearing in its entirety without commentary. And she has told creators that they're more than welcome to use whatever she has put out, especially their opinions to go over the preliminary hearing. I always like to hear what other creators' opinions or their viewpoints are on how things went. And their impressions of the proceedings as of to date. So if you're a creator, or if you do all know of a creator that would possibly share Michael's story, even if they just share his flyer or, share the latest update. I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, Shannon, be safe, honey. You got one? Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's like piling in. The smoke is, at least. Deafening silence. Hello. Where did it go? Come back here. We do recover. We won't be shamed. We will live, love, to fight another day, Brandy. You are a warrior. Michael is incredibly proud of you, Earth Angel. God bless you, sweetheart. Love keeps you going. It truly does. I do have all the best creators. There are, but there are so many more out there, and there's so many different platforms and so many different sectors is the word that Soup uses, areas of YouTube. So if they haven't, I greatly appreciate it. Yep, Purple is covered. Yeah, there are a lot of creators that have. So there's always, yes, Tara, Sam does have an article. You really do. There have been some pretty big creators that have covered. We've also had, NBC News, ABC News, what's the one? News Nation. We had News Nation come out here. They've covered Michael's story a couple times. I was really surprised that I didn't hear from a lot of the other ones about the 5-year mark. So, but there's a lot going on. Flyers, etc. If someone would help me, I would sure add Michael's flyer. MCE, I push buttons and luck upon things. I have Purple's helped me millions of times, countless times. Sammy's helped me. Justin, Catch Them Pearls. I've had quite a few different creators try and help me get going in the technological aspect of all of this. Hi, Dutch Girl. Thank you. I appreciate it. There's another one, Dutch Girl Podcast. She covers tons of missing children's cases. Please check out her channel as well. I see multiple throughout the day. She's constantly sharing missing people's flyers, and she's doing a series right now. I'm not sure what she's doing. Angel talks too fast. Hi, darling. Good to see you. I don't get to see you very much anymore. Or you're not really here much on here anymore. Or I don't see you. So, but thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Elizabeth, hello. Welcome in. Michael, when trial starts, yeah. I just really want to keep Michael's face out there and to let these suspects and these other people know that have the information that we're not giving up, and Michael deserves justice, and Michael's going to come home, and we're not stopping. And if I have to stand here and scream it from the rooftops by myself, I will. But I know that won't happen. I have all of you amazing people and so many people from around the entire world, literally, that do help. The puppies want to come on. Okay. Well, let's go over a little bit of this live. I forgot to do some. Let's go back.
Earlier in the day, I think we were pretty much just hanging.
Let's go over and recount his day.
Questions to go over with Brandon, and that's because Brandon's only comfortable going over some of the stuff that we've already spoke about. So yeah, just be here to support and just be here, you know, to listen. And you know, so we discussed that we were just going to talk about the day that Michael was abducted. So let's just start from the beginning, and we'll try to just stay on track, you know, with your day. So when you woke up on the 27th of July, 2021, how'd your day start off, hon?
I'm pretty sure if I can recall and remember, it was just a normal day, just waking up, you know, and going and getting some breakfast if I can recall. And we were making, I'm pretty sure it was pancakes that day or cereal or maybe both, but we just got up and it was a normal day, we thought, in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's kind of how my day started off.
And who was in the house that morning? Who was all home?
I'm pretty sure it was Stacey and Sarah and
Okay. So they got up. He says they had pancakes. Or got up and made pancakes. I didn't hear a time. He didn't say a time, did he? Well, let's see. Well, that's how his day started, he says. No. Okay. I don't know how to pause and play it back, or talking to myself.
and me. There might have been like one other person there, maybe.
Was Adrien
But
there
I could.
too?
I mean, what's that?
Was Adrien there too?
I think he might have been there too. Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm
Okay.
not sure. It was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, what were your plans for that day? I mean, what were you gonna go?
So, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, thank you, Sammy. So he's like, I don't know if Adrien was there. Oh, and that was something I was going over the live that Justin did with Stacey when Josh came up. And in that video, so Stacey says that he went his timeline for that video. Stacey went to Ontario to pick up a client, then he went to the airport, then to Labor Dave's, but in that, Stacey says specifically, just for the record, I wrote it down words for words what he said. Just for the record, Adrien stayed in Nampa. So Stacey was saying that Adrien never came back to Fruitland when they went to the mall, which we know is a lie. Because the timestamp of Adrien's photo is 7:20 something in the bathroom. 40 something. Anyways, so there's what lie number. Well, not necessarily. I guess it wouldn't be considered a lie, but not really saying the truth. Hello, y'alls. What can I do for you? You want to hang out? Not right now. I'll hang out in just a little bit. Okay.
Hello.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. You want to show me your shirt real quick? Oh, you gotta walk this way.
And my tippy toes.
1, 2, 3, up.
I'm dancing.
Lynn and Katie made those.
I had something to say. Can anyone guess my favorite food?
Oh, look for you. They remembered. Don't look at what's that?
Rainbow unicorn.
Rainbow unicorns. Yes.
Everyone guess it's my favorite hit food.
Okay.
Someone
Here.
said cheese. I
Oh.
do like cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
So hair curlers in crime says French fries.
Ooh.
Meme Jean said pizza. Sammy said mac and cheese. Animal crackers asked misdemeanor. Pizza. Eliza says spaghetti. Hi, Delia Woo Poo. Can you say that name? Delia Woo Poo.
Poo poo. Everyone pay emojis of them.
Okay, and
Two.
then an emoji. Well, and cupcakes. Everybody saying hi, Buggy. Say hi, Buggy. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello.
Love ya. Miss K. You remember Miss K? Okay,
Hello. Someone said,
they're
"Oh,
laughing. They're laughing.
oh my
That one. That one is right there. Callie Dime. That's Auntie. And that's Miss Tara. Look at she put
Someone said
spaghetti.
Someone said spaghetti and
Nope, Eliza said spaghetti. Mimi said, look at
spaghetti.
Oh. tacos.
Oh, I do like tacos, but I don't like tacos very much. But
What's your favorite?
I think
Kim says chicken nuggets or nuggets.
oh. Someone said who said head
Don't yell. You're right there.
who said mac and cheese. Oh, here it is. Whoever said
Sammy.
Sammy, you guessed my favorite.
What kind of macaroni and cheese? Which one?
Normal. I like,
You like them both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I like. Where is it?
Auntie says she loves you.
I like. So someone said.
Okay, stop.
Someone said.
Right there.
Yeah.
Maggie B. Hot dogs, tacos, burritos, jelly sandwiches, raspberry jelly. She don't like peanut butter on sandwiches. No, she doesn't like peanut butter. Hamburgers. You love hamburgers. Salad. And pitas. Yummy. Pita sandwiches. Okay. Chicken. Hamburgers.
Thank you.
What do your
Where-
pickles have to, or pickles? Your hamburgers, whenever we order a hamburger.
McDonald's, and I love pickles on my sandwiches. They're so
We always
good.
have to add
Someone
peanut butter and bananas.
Someone said chicken, and
Mm-hmm.
whoever said that is amazing. Whoever said that.
So
is
everybody
awesome.
that said chicken, you're amazing. Do you cut the crust off your bread? Nope. Sometimes though, she won't eat her crust. Oh, look.
Oh, sweet. My favorite flower.
Sunflower.
Yes.
You got to say hi. Go visit with Daddy.
Bye bye.
So bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
Oh, and real quick. Did you want to tell thank you to everybody that said you were so brave and such a big girl for Monday when we were?
Thank you.
You did a really good job.
Thank you. Whoever said the rainbows and unicorns and hand hearts are amazing.
Okay.
I love unicorns.
Oh, there's purple. Say bye, purple.
Bye,
Bye.
purple.
Bye, aunties.
Bye, auntie.
Oh, Lady Spitfire got you. Yeah, she gets ice cream.
Ice cream, yes. I love Keely Loco, by the way. Thank you, whoever said had ice cream. Yes, ice cream. I am an ice cream lover.
Yes, you are. I love you. Good. Go inside.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you guys. Yeah, she did really good. She wanted to be up there. I wasn't real. I don't tell my kids no when it comes to Michael. Nana bar pillow. She's gotten so big, hasn't she? She's such a big girl. She is a beautiful reason to smile. She just makes you happy. She's a lot of fun and very sweet. Yeah. Until you woo poo. Woo poo poo. Woo poo poo. She has grown so much this year. Oh my gosh. Yep, got her and Bubba registered all ready to go for school. First grade and junior year. Dang. This is how I do it all, like every other mama. To wait for her to get over the grieving. Yeah. That's one thing I've been very open and honest with the kids about everything that is going on in Michael's case, you know, as much as I could without adding to the trauma already. I know there were a few times that I didn't explain something that was going on or had something that happened, and Pidge and Bubba weren't too happy with me. Of course, they would rather hear it come from me than anywhere else. So I've tried to do the best I can with being open with them as possible. Yes, one foot in front of the other. It is a mother's way. Yes. Okay, let's get back to this. Do you guys see his name? I forgot about that one. Oh, sorry. He's annoying. No sound? Oh. The whole thing? Damn it. Sorry, guys. How do I... All right, I'm going to try this again. Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh, wrong button. Share screen. Yes. Share. Okay. Play.
Have been talking with me. I do appreciate that so much. And there's been so many times that, you've almost gone live, and we understand that you get really nervous and change your mind. And yeah, I just appreciate you being here. So we're just going to get into some questions now.
Okay. Were you guys able to hear that time? Oh, thank you. Thanks, Sammy. Stop that. Okay. I figured it out. I know. I think I know. I'm coming, puppy. Hold on a second. All right.
And going and getting some breakfast, if I can recall. And we were making, I'm pretty sure it was pancakes that day, or cereal, or maybe both. But we just got up, and it was a normal day, we thought, in the beginning.
Mhm.
And then that's kind of how my day started off.
And who was in the house that morning? Who was all home?
I'm pretty sure it was Stacey and Sarah and me. There might have been like one other person there, maybe.
Was Adrien
But
there too?
I mean, what's that?
Was Adrien there too?
I think he might have been there too, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm
Okay.
not sure. It was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, what were your plans for that day? I mean, what were you gonna go do?
So my plans for that day is I had one of my cars that broke on me. So my thoughts on the day was to head out and go get a vehicle that needed to have some work done on it.
Okay. And yeah, you had plans to go to your mom's and pick up your car that day.
Correct, yes.
Okay. And way before that, did you, Sarah and Adrien, have plans to go anywhere, do anything?
I think we might have talked about going and doing some shopping, or maybe getting some food, getting out of the house for the day. I know we went over that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you guys did end up leaving the house, and where did you guys head off to?
So earlier in the day, I think we were pretty much just hanging out around town.
There in Fruitland?
Yeah,
Okay.
just running errands and stuff, getting coffee.
Mm-hmm. What time was that? Do you know?
I'd say it's probably like 11:30 or 12.
Okay. Around that time, do you know anything about Sarah and Stacey getting a taxi call or a phone call or anything?
So they did have a company where they did that, so that would make sense. Yeah, they probably had some phone calls that day.
Okay. So you guys are hanging out, around 11:30 there in Fruitland. And at what point did you guys take off and end up going to Nampa? You guys went to Nampa, right?
Yeah, I think we went to Nampa that day. I remember having to go to a lunch appointment earlier that day, and we actually ended up going to a place called Applebee's in Nampa. So that was correct, yeah.
Okay. Did you guys stop anywhere or anything on the way to Nampa? Or
Like I said before, I think my times might be a little bit off, like I say, because it was some years ago. But I do remember like just going, doing a couple of little errands around Fruitland, getting some coffee, kind of getting ready for the day. And then I do remember taking off, like me, Sarah, and Adrien that day, and we went to Applebee's, and then he met with a family member there and got lunch and wanted to see family, as far as I remember right.
right. Yeah, that's what you told me yesterday. And then so you and Sarah dropped him off then?
Correct.
And then where did you and Sarah go after you dropped Adrien off at?
Right, a lunchtime appointment. Do you recall, Sammy, if they stated in the probable cause? I can't off the top of my head, or if anybody else knows, if they stated what time they saw them three leave in the morning. I do want to say he is right about the time that they left. But so did they hang around in here in Fruitland? Really? Brandon? Did you guys really, you drove around, you got coffee? Where'd you go? Where did you go? Because I don't think on the border or border town was open yet. don't remember what time they left, but still. Where were they at 7 o'clock that morning? Who was videoing? Who was driving? Can't remember. Okay, I can't either. But I'm pretty sure he is telling the truth on the time frame of when they did leave. I'm gonna let this play for a minute, guys. I gotta go let my doggy out. Do I have to share that again? Oh. My computer is not wanting to work anymore.
Or we could go it over later, whatever you think
Well,
would
if
be
you're
best.
okay with it, I'll throw it up now, and then you can talk about it. If it shocks you to a point where you feel like you don't want to talk about it after you see it, you don't have to say anything. But if you're comfortable enough with it, I will throw it up. I know you said you hadn't seen it, and I would love for you to see it, but I don't want to throw you under the bus with anything you're uncomfortable with.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, if you got it, I kind of do want to see it.
Okay. I do have it. Hold
If
on one
if that is possible.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
You can see me and you talking, correct?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Okay. Hold on, where is it? I know I have it. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, I thought I downloaded it. Oh, wait. Okay. Here it is. It's like 53 seconds long. I'm going to throw it up. I just want you to know it's a little bit shocking. He really throws you under the bus here. And yeah, we'll talk about it if you want to after you watch it.
Okay.
You guys, when you came back, why did you come back here?
What do you mean came back there?
Yeah, I mean, like the next day, like you shared with us that Brandon put him in the guest room, bound up, but then the next day they moved him back here. Why? Why come with him?
That's a great question. I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I don't have an answer for that.
What vehicle did they use?
She left me with a Lexus, I believe, that day. So I mean, it would have been her vehicle.
Thank you for the trigger warning in persons.
So he said that you bound Michael up in the guest room at your mom's house.
So that is a false statement because I never have met Michael before in my life, or never even seen Michael before, Vaughan, in my life up until this day. And as far as anybody getting tied or kidnapped at my house, this or that, any of that crazy off the wall accusations, that did not happen. To the best of my knowledge at this time right now.
Explain that to me, Brandon. Explain to me, as far as you know to this point right now. The way you lie is interesting. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Yeah, to the best of my knowledge at this time right now. Yeah, no, Stacey stayed in the Fruitland area. He stayed in Fruitland until he went to Payette, where he sat at a park across the street from the Albertsons and the A&W. The Albertsons that I worked at the time. He was sitting in the middle of the park next to the skate park in Payette. It is nice out. What was that? Brandon, Shurtliff, Adrien Lucienne, Sarah Wondra, Stacey Wondra, milling around the streets of Fruitland, Idaho, planning on abducting a child. I absolutely agree. Oh, and A&W is a hamburger restaurant. It started up, I want to say, like in the 40s or the 50s. And you used to be able to drive up and order, and they would bring your food out to you on a tray and hang it off your car window. They would run roller skates. Yeah, fast food drive-in. Oh, she's mad at me. She wants water in her pool. All right. Share this again. Yes, they're very famous for their root beer floats.
You know, good people that help good people out and try to get to the bottom of all this, pretty much on the same team. So
Right. Because you and I did talk yesterday about how serious this situation out, and you came up here and that you wanted to talk. That's what we're doing. We're clearing your out, and you came up here and you wanted to talk. That's what we're doing. We're clearing your
Yeah, I think thank you, Rogue. I'll get the hang of this one day. She wants water in her pool, babe. That's why she's throwing a fit. Will you give her water, please? She mad at me. Is it sharing? Oh, it is.
that crazy off the wall accusations, that did not happen. to the best of my knowledge at this time right now.
Yeah, because he's in this too, as you heard. He's saying that, you know, they, or actually Chris Medina says, and they went back to the house. Did you guys go back to the house the next morning? Go back to your mom's house the next morning?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna have to think about that some more too.
Yeah, well, thank you for, you know, letting the clip go up and talking with me about the clip and stuff. So back to your mom's house. So about how long do you guys think that you were there
she wants water.
at your mom's?
That's because she's throwing a fit.
Earlier in the day or later in the day or what time in the day? What? We're gonna have to clarify that up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what time you got to your mom's. I know you're having a hard time remembering like times and stuff. Was it late? Was it completely dark outside when you guys left? You know, can you just approximate time of how long you thought you were there?
So the only time I remember going to my mother's house that particular day was, like I say, probably after we had left Fruitland to go get, we took the departure route, if you may, to over there to go get a vehicle, and then we stayed there long enough to get the key out, get the tow kit, your triangles, all that stuff, put it in, get it ready to go. So I'm pretty sure that would have been anywhere from 5 minutes to 45 minutes tops. So that is one time I do remember going to my mother's house at that time. And then I also remember
Okay, so he remembers going to his mom's and then setting up triangles for letting people know that they're towing the car. Well, the car was in the driveway, right up here, and then you come down into the road, right? Brandy started at noon or 1. Stacey was there around 4. What do you mean? Yes, I was at work. The only thing he needs to clarify is where his red Marlboro duffel bag is. Yes, exactly. 5 minutes to 45 minutes. That's quite a range. I mean, say like maybe 5 to 10 or like 30 to 45. You don't give 40 minutes an estimation of time frame. It's not making any sense. Is it making any sense to anybody else? All right, Brandon. Brandon, just tell Brandy where her precious son is, please. If you know that's the only right thing to do. These people make me so angry.
Yeah.
They do.
my mother's house address getting blasted up on the internet and maps of it and this and that. And I've had a couple things of mine that may or may not have been hacked and just all sorts of things that could or could not have been happening with this. But to be there for a long amount of time, I don't think that would have been happening because, you know, everybody wasn't cool with just having people come over whenever they wanted either.
Right.
And, you know.
Okay. So you were only there, you were there less than an hour, pretty much is what you're saying.
Right. On the evening times. I'm
Right.
pretty sure that's pretty close to about the time I would have been there with Sarah and Stacey that day.
Okay. And so you guys were at the mom's, you were leaving to tow your car back. Tell me about the tow ride back to Fruitland.
So we just kind of wanted to go on the back roads, right? So it wouldn't be, like getting stuck in traffic and creating problems and road hazards and, issues out there, especially if you get going past just a couple mile an hour towing, then you could like cause a lot of dangers or issues on the road.
Yeah.
I was really muted that whole time as I was sitting there talking. Thank you guys. No, I stopped it because, where was it? What was I just saying, babe? Hi, girl mama. Yeah, I was talking, Callie Dime. I was talking about Brandon. Fruitland police said that is Brandon Shurtliff walking down the street in the heat on a sunny day. Yes. And whoever keeps trying to use the clip of JD saying that these people are not suspects, we just want to talk to them. That was before the 4 suspects were named. So stop it. Garbage. These 4 are suspects. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's really starting to piss me off. You're pissing me off, Brandon. Back road. I thought Stacey tied it back together. Remember? Stacey had to tie the toe strap back together because it snapped. So you had another one, Brandon? Hi, Sarah. Sarah. I saw somebody else that just came in. Hi, Ava. Yes, they all became officially suspects November of 2022. And JD said all 4 of them were suspects. And they put big giant pictures of all 4 of you, Brandon. Yeah, you never knew of, heard of, or seen Michael before, but you lived in the exact same house that had Michael's missing persons flyer on your refrigerator. Make that make sense, Brandon? No, they have not. All 4 of them have not been charged yet. Sarah's next. Unless Brandon, tell me where your duffel bag is. Brandon Shurtliff. Where is my son? Where is Michael Joseph Vaughan? They put big giant pictures all over you. Why? Why do you need to go over that, Brandon? If you have nothing to hide, why do you need to verify more of that day? What? Explain this to me. Come on, Brandon. Did you go anywhere else while towing that vehicle? That was a simple question. Yes or no? Were you forgetting your story? Oh, dang it. Can you hear me talking right now? Because it's not muted. It doesn't say it's muted. Yes. Okay. It was a simple question, Brandon. Did you go anywhere else while you were towing the vehicle? Towing the vehicle. Turn up the audio. You guys couldn't hear the video altogether. BTTV. The video was playing, but you guys couldn't hear it because I haven't gotten the hang of everything just yet. But I will try again. But Brandon, simple question. Or did you you hadn't gotten the story quite right yet? Did you get it all together in 2024 with Stacey? Did you guys figure that out? Brandon, did you know Sarah tried to get money from a friend to tow your car when the strap broke? I'm going to say that again. What? Brandon, did you know Sarah tried to get money from a friend to tow your car when the strap broke? She called a friend, Brandon. The volume on me and the video, or just the video? My computer has not been wanting to connect to my earbuds. Yes, Brandon, it's time to do the right thing. Huh. Sarah said you and Stacey were going to leave her there if she didn't get money. They did call a couple people hair curlers in crime. I know from their own mouths who they've called the video. Sorry, guys. Yes, they did. Yeah. We know Stacey called his mom. I know Sarah called her mom. No, they didn't have a towing company at the time. I don't think that it was ever one of their sticks or whatever. No, so I don't think that they had a towing company. They had Sarah and Stacey, the Wandra's Lube, the Faith Taxi business, the laundry service. I know who she talked to, but can't say. Yeah, I know. Yes, hair curlers and crime that night. Yes, they did call people. They did. But all of that was deleted off their phones. Hey, Pass. It's good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Miss, can you explain what? So they did go. They did go to CUNA. They did go to CUNA. They did tow Brandon's vehicle back. Why are you yelling at me? Shush. Stop it. Okay, hold on. Sarah was on the phone 3 days straight. She was terrified of Stacey. Yes. Phone pings. The geofencing. That is a lot of explanation, a lot of process. That's a lot of stuff. I do know that at the time when they were trying to get certain areas for the geofencing, it was so much data. Yes. And I know a lot of the stuff that they were getting was coming from Quantico, which is that Virginia, I think, West Virginia. Anyways, that information was getting sent to them, processed, and then sent back to Fruitland Police Department. And the way it comes in, it's insane. I do remember terabytes of data information when it comes to did I tell Pup to talk to Paul? To the Paul. That's cute, Elizabeth. She's very bossy. So you heard her. I asked her why she was yelling at me. I wasn't paying attention to her, obviously. So, but yeah, when they showed me how geofencing works, it's amazing. But how to separate, say, Brandon's information, the pizza delivery driver's information. I'll use that for an example. I got to see when the Domino's delivery driver, when his phone pinged, when he came into the neighborhood off of Whitley, when he came down, and it showed how many times his vehicle pinged when he drove. It went 1, 2, 3. I think there was like 5 pings before he turned left onto Arizona, and then pinged when he turned, and then pinged when he was in our driveway. So to watch that process, and like there were cars passing him at a certain time, but each one of those, it's a sequence of numbers. And so to watch all of that, it's so much information, and they have to sort through that. Maybe Randy, she sees something, please do not. Oh, I don't get upset. No, not with her. No, she's my what is she called, Dad? She's my therapy dog. Cheesy Mary, thank you. I'm probably going to make it earlier next time, especially with school's going to be starting up here in the next few weeks. So morning times is going to be a good time to keep myself filled after, chores and stuff. It is really useful but confusing to be put together, but thank God for technology, because the way they enter it into a computer now, and it does the work. Yeah, they had to come up with this whole formula or put this formula and have the special, like all the special stuff to do all of this. I mean, there was a whole team from the FBI that were working out of the Fruitland Police Department, which was City Hall at the time. So the war room is what they called it, and it had a picture of the entire graphical picture of the entire city of Fruitland, and pins of just different things. I'm not going to talk a lot about that. Maggie is an amazing. All my kids, they're just incredible kids. They really are. Yeah, Brandon, they got your pings, bud. Yeah. Why were you so quick to get rid of your phone too? That is a lot of data. It is. And you think about, so like the one cell tower that's out there on the freeway or by the freeway. Can you imagine grabbing phone pings from just that area alone? Thousands and thousands and thousands of cars going, on that freeway alone. It was very impressive to see. Because they were explaining to me how it works. Like I said, I put my trust in all of them. Samantha, you did such a good job with speaking with him. You really did.
Really dinking around and trying to take too long to be towing a car at night when it was getting darker. So I'm pretty sure we just headed back.
Okay. What was going on in the neighborhood when you guys pulled down 8th Street to come back home?
Oh, all right. Yeah. So we were coming back into the neighborhood that evening, and right as soon as we turned the left block to roll back in through the 8th Street there, we're going down the road about halfway down it, and then there was another car that was coming this other way, and somebody stopped real quick. I think both the drivers did, and I'm in the back car getting towed, and then someone says, "Hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing out here?" And they said that a child had come up missing, and that was the first time right there when I had heard the news.
Okay. And then you guys just went home from there? After talking with him, you guys went home?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that whole street, a lot of people came out of their houses at that time, and there's one car in the road, a couple different, it was starting to get to be pretty busy, and that's when they said they called the police, did a police missing child report, called search and rescue, Idaho Fish and Game, and then fire departments, basically everybody searched.
So Idaho Okay, the search and rescue team weren't here until after midnight, till after it was dark. And that's what I meant to talk about earlier. He says when they were getting ready to tow, or when they were towing, that it was just barely getting dark. There was just enough light left. So you want to say about, it would have to have been after 9:30 p.m. So closer to, I would say, 10 o'clock. And then they started towing. So that doesn't make any sense. How far were they before the tow strap broke? Where were they when the tow strap broke? Allegedly. You keep saying you ran out. Am I making sense? Yes, they were seen at 7:08 leaving the neighborhood in the red GMC truck to go get Brandon's car and tow it back. We know law enforcement has dropped the time frame, and their time frame they believe that Michael was abducted was between 6:40 and 7 p.m. We know what time Michael quit playing the Nintendo Switch. We do know that time. You're just full of lies, Brandon. All of y'all are. I want to know why you asked the detective if they had found your duffel bag yet. You're expecting it. You're expecting them to catch you. Subliminally, at least.
Search party, search is on.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys got a missing child in the neighborhood. You know, you guys are becoming aware of this at this time. You guys go back to the house. Did you do anything else that evening after you got back to the house?
So we were kind of in such a panic at that time and kind of a freak out, like I was, because that's the first time I heard something kind of like that before in my life. And we were turning the corner to come into
In your life, Brandon, you've never heard of a child going missing before. You've never heard of that. I mean, I would understand if you would have said never heard of that in this area, because that is true. Not in this area, not in Fruitland. Not that hasn't been found within a few hours. And it can freak out. Yep. Deflection. Yep. Weirdo. Yep. He gives the word weirdo a bad name, though, because I like weirdos. I'm a weirdo. Not like that kind, though.
into the house right there, and I'm pretty sure we pulled over to the side of the sidewalk and over by where the other car was, and then everyone kind of started panicking. And then I remember going and saying, hey, we probably should go try to look for this kid, see if we can find him. And I'm pretty sure me and Sarah got in her car and backed up, switched vehicles, and went and kind of tried to drive around the neighborhood a little bit and search for him at that time. And then the other neighbor came out, and I said, hey, grab your...
Where did you search for him, Brandon? Stacey said you guys went down by the river. But how did he know that if he didn't go down there with you guys? And were you there when Stacey allegedly asked Carson to borrow the truck? Or to tell him, hey, there's a missing kid. We need to get your light bar out there? Sarah says, Mama, do you know if law enforcement collected MAID, mobile advertising identifier information from the devices, towers, in the areas of interest? Sarah, when it came to all of that information, I couldn't tell you, to be honest with you. I mean, I can always ask. I'm sure if that's something that goes along inside with catching the information, the pings and stuff like that, the data that they get off of whatever they can. So I'm not sure, honey, to be honest. Switched cars. Yeah. So switching cars. I'm assuming he's saying because they drove the truck to pick up his car and drove they used the truck to tow Brandon's car back to Fruitland. They were in Sarah's car, the blue, what is it? Her car, when they went running around for the day when they went to the mall and stuff. So I'm assuming that's the blue Corolla, Toyota Corolla, that they allegedly went looking for Michael in. Didn't he say they went to get some milk? Or is that Stacey? Didn't Brandon say they went to get some milk or something? Didn't he say that with JLR? Or am I mixing things up? Sarah, I will ask specifically tomorrow because I'll be doing all of that tomorrow morning. Well, we'll be at court. But I'll ask one of the detectives that worked on Michael's case. Milk at the gas station. Yeah, I do. Brandon did talk about getting milk. Stacey said it. Okay. I swore I heard Brandon say it too. See, you can't keep up with all the damn stories. All the lies. And I got castrated because of a minute. Bite me.
Your lights, and because they had better lights on that vehicle at that time.
Are you talking about Carson?
Yeah, the neighbor that lived next to him, I guess.
Okay. And then after that, what was the rest of the night like?
Pretty weird feeling ever since that got said, and pretty strange. And then I remember we searched around for quite some time, and then I remember we went to a gas station.
Oh, here it is. So, Brandon, where did you search? I want to know. I want to know where you searched, allegedly. And did you take anything with you? Did you try to plant something somewhere, Brandon, when you were looking for Michael? Or did that come later when you met a certain someone? Were you trying to plant things to throw law enforcement off, Brandon? Were you and Adrien set out to do that? I'm very curious. I want to know where you searched, Brandon. You should come talk with me. You should really actually ignore me and go talk to law enforcement and tell them where your duffel bag is. Tell them where you put my son.
I stood in line, grabbed a gallon of milk, I'm pretty sure, and then just kind of was in shock and awe and went right back out to the car.
Shock and awe.
And
what were you in shock and awe about, Brandon? I mean, you are a parent. Well, you're not a parent, thank God. You do have a child, though. Good, thank God you're a deadbeat. But what? Was it because of the fact that my son was in your mother's home and there were cops everywhere? You know what happened to Michael, Brandon. It's time to stop hiding and give me back my son.
That was at the time, like the whole town was just kind of going wild too.
Okay.
It just didn't feel the same anymore in that town after that. I know that.
Right. Okay, so the other questions that we kind of went over yesterday was, you know, did you know anything about Sarah and Adrien doing apps of any kind, or like trying to do any kind of like prostitution or anything?
I did not hear it from them if they were. I'll say it like that.
Okay, but did you know anything about it? I mean, from even
No.
if they didn't tell you, did you know anything about it?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Brandon.
Not really, no. I don't really remember them telling me one specific app that
Okay.
was doing something like that, you know, other than just like Instagram, Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Were they? Do you know?
So he didn't know any of that, but for Facebook and Instagram? Or is he just saying that those are the only apps he knows that they were using to catfish people, to make money off of them, to rob them? Come on, Brandon. Your story has more holes in it than a damn colander.
Know anything about them like trying to like scam people for money or anything?
I think I kind of picked up on that a little bit as time went by.
Okay.
I heard that rumor one time, you know. I can't say that I didn't.
Do you remember where you heard it from?
Good point, Samantha. Brandon uses a lot of profiles too. Did he learn it from Adrien? Brandon, do you use all of those different profiles? Do you use them to communicate with the rug dealers? Do you use it to catfish many different types of women? It would be an excessive amount of payments. Yes. And when you're just trying, and they have to single it out, you know, they couldn't, from what I remember, they were looking for each individual phone IP from the time and then, because it took some time to get, because those warrants, I remember waiting, we had to wait over 6 months for a stupid warrant. It's not stupid because it protects everybody's, you know, rights. I get it. Your privacy. So there's a very fine line of getting all that information without invading someone's privacy or, you know, spying on people. So you have to get a warrant, and then fighting with Google. Thanks. You're helpful. I do know that JD, and I think it was JD and Doug Hart actually went to Google's headquarters to get the permissions, basically, for the information that they needed, i.e. stuff for like what they deleted, your Google Clouds and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So anything that they were using data on, Google especially. Yeah, you, Angie baby. Thank you. 10 IP addresses for each warrant. That's right. You remember when we were talking about that stuff, Kelly time? Yeah, it took. You don't get a warrant at the snap of your fingers. You don't get a warrant to get these things. It doesn't happen, like I need a warrant, hey, phone call, like it does in a 45-minute TV show. It just doesn't happen like that. It can take months, sometimes years. And that's serious, because time is of the essence, right? And look at the time they were able to destroy everything. Almost. And we're almost done, guys. I appreciate everyone being here. I know it's late, and I know yeah, don't have a real big direction. Key points. I'll get my business together someday. I will. I really will. It's hard right now. It really is.
There's rumors going around the town if that was something that was happening.
And I asked you this yesterday. I want to ask you again because everybody wants to know, were you the person that is walking around the neighborhood in that picture that went around on the news, that's gone around YouTube? You know, the one I'm talking about, the guy with the hat, the cut off shirt and shorts and stuff walking in the neighborhood. Was that you?
No.
Okay.
I don't think that was my picture at all. It doesn't even look like me. And in fact, that person looks a little bit skinnier and may or may not have tattoos in places that I may or may not have tattoos.
Oh, God, you're such a disgusting liar.
You know?
Okay.
So it just looks like a totally different person to me personally.
Right. So did you ever know of or hear anything about anybody in the house selling or transporting drugs or any of that kind of thing?
Not really at that time, no.
Okay. And when you were looking over in the field, when you said you and Sarah, or not in the field, but when you said you and Sarah were out looking around, did you guys look in the field over there for Michael or down by the river or anything?
Yeah, I'm not exactly clear if it was right then at that time or if later the next day or whatever, but at that time at night we were just driving around in the car kind of shining lights out in fields and kind of looking over by stuff like that, but not getting out of the vehicle and searching as good as the other people are searching. No.
Who in the heck? My daughter's trying to call me. Hold on, I gotta turn this off. I cannot talk to you right now. Probably one of my grandbabies wanting to talk to me. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So you towed your car back to the house. Where did the BMW end up? Did it just stay at the house? Did you sell it? Did you give it to anybody or anything?
Still trying to look into all that right now, actually. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get back on that and do more research.
Okay.
But I didn't give it to nobody, and I pretty sure I didn't sell it. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I'm just trying to think of more stuff that you and I spoke about.
Sorry, the dogs got loud there for a second. I saw a couple questions. Kim, I will talk about Monkey's Law as soon as we're done with this. I really should do an episode alone on that, and I'll bring out the documents and we can go over it. Because the governor was kind enough to give us a signed copy of it as well. So I would love to tell you more about that. The river. Why does he talk about the river? I just have this odd feeling that that's may be where. I pray that's not where you put Brandon, or you put Michael Brandon. Don't believe a word he says, no, but just like Stacey and Sarah, there's truths in all of their lies. Where's that car at? Didn't sell it, give it away. Is it in the river? That car sat there forever afterwards. I don't think it ever got fixed, did it? Or did next door, did he come help? MC, no, Michael is not in that car. And because the car was there when they were searching with the dogs, and I didn't see anywhere that yes, Kim Collar, you said it perfect. If you Swiss cheese and you have to fill in the holes. Exactly. I will find out what happened to that car this week. That'll be one of my goals. We'll see what happened with that car. That is like, oh, people who commit evil doings, they mix lies with truths, just like the devil himself does it, never fails. True. MCE, it is a good thought, though. Why? I'm going to have to figure out how to pin clips or clip. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out how to clip things.
About yesterday, did you ever hear anybody about anybody in the house there talking about kidnapping a kid, a teenager, just anybody at all? Did you ever hear anybody talking about kidnapping somebody or anything?
So before Michael Vaughn came up missing, no, I don't think I remember anybody talking about kidnapping or taking someone's kid or doing anything harm, foul play, or nothing like that at all until this July 27th day we speak of in 2021. Now, whether or not some of that stuff did happen or not, I do not know. But as far as I know, up until that point, no one has said anything to me like that.
And you said, like, prior to Michael, nobody ever just said that. Did anybody?
I gotta play that again. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry.
Foul play or nothing like that at all until this July 27th day we speak of in 2021. Now, whether or not some of that stuff did happen or not, I do not know. But as far as I know, up until that point, no one has said anything to me like that.
And you said, like, prior to Michael, nobody ever just said that. Did anybody ever mention or talk about it after Michael came up missing?
Not necessarily to me, but like I say, I'm still going over a lot of things, and this isn't really settled in my mind either. And I'm still kind of going over the things that happen, places, times, all that of that day, before that day, after that day, everything. Right. So, I mean,
I know you said yesterday that you guys did a lot of traveling places and everything with like taxi service and, driving around. Did Adrien ever drive any of the taxi vehicles?
I'm pretty sure he did not. No.
Okay. And did you guys
I mean,
travel in? Go ahead.
what's that?
No, go ahead. You can keep talking. Sorry.
Yeah, long pause, really long pause.
No need to apologize. I'm just saying that, I don't really recall him driving their vehicles around, and I'm pretty sure they met him the first time in the very beginning by offering him a ride. Now, exactly where that was or where they picked him up or found him or this or that, whatever, I'm still going over that too. But I'm pretty sure they did not just let him get in and drive their cars where he wanted to go. No.
Right. Okay.
If he wanted to do something like that, he'd have to ask Stacey, Sarah, or Brandon. And then from there, we would have to see where they wanted to go, how much.
Remember, Stacey in one of his interviews said that he left a key to one of the vehicles there, trying to insinuate that Adrien may have taken one of the vehicles. But then Stacey says Adrien was in Nampa the entire time. So there's that, and that, and that, and that. Tell me how, again, these four aren't connected.
How much time it would take, how much it would cost, a lot of things to go into effect there. Just kind of thing.
Right. Did you in any time ever suspect that Stacey had done this with Michael, that he kidnapped Michael?
No, I did not suspect or think that he would even be capable of doing something like this or have the, brains to even try to do something like this. So that's why it strikes me as kind of strange. But then some behaviors got stranger and some got different. And, and then this whole.
What behaviors got stranger, Brandon? What was Stacey doing that was different in your eyes? Or was it because you all were doing things differently? Looking over your shoulders, wondering about every knock on the door, because the neighborhood was crawling with law enforcement. Law enforcement, community members, volunteers from all over the state, even Oregon State. So what was so different, Brandon? None of you got jobs. You all took a lot of actions to cover up what you were doing on the 27th of July, the day that Michael was abducted and allegedly murdered by you four. Tell me, Brandon. Where is that duffel bag, Brandon?
Whole story comes out, gets put on the news, and then whole big thing breaks out through the news that a missing child report has been filed and done. Kid comes up missing that I've never seen or met before. And then I try to talk on a little bit of what I did have, and then I try to talk with some guy that did an investigation channel or something, and I don't want to say names or this or that or whatever, but it was the JLR guy or something in a different part of the country than when I was living, and I wasn't quite sure that who I was talking to at first, and they just were calling, asking a couple of questions, this and that, and then it got into something that turned into kind of a YouTube broadcast, and then it kind of got published and just went and took off, and before I even knew what I was talking about or getting involved with and this and that, it takes off to be maybe one of the nation's biggest things that has ever happened, top 100 wanted people, or.
Damn, Brandon, you think really highly of yourself for not knowing nothing, huh? Missing, did you catch that? He said he will have to ask Brandon, is this not Brandon? Yes, it is Brandon. Maybe he was disassociated so far that he forgot he was himself. Brandon, law enforcement would not have named you a suspect without probable cause. Your name's all over the probable cause affidavits of Brandon and Sarah's. Yeah, he does say he does talk in third person. And this and that. And what other? Blech. Oh, yeah. No. Little C, you don't have to worry about me with JLR. I do appreciate him for talking with Brandon. At the time, I had made a post and requested all creators to not be talking with these suspects, not be trying to contact the suspects, because I was afraid of Michael's case being in jeopardy. And I still am. I still am. Especially with content creators telling suspects what they shouldn't or should do. To keep them out of trouble. Instead of getting the information to bring Michael home. No. Yeah, JLR did a lot in the beginning. Yeah, no.
You know what I'm trying to say. It's
Right.
just,
Yeah, it's gone pretty crazy.
blows my mind.
Stacey's gotten up on panel and talked to a lot of people, that he's, came up on my panel and talked with Brandy and stuff. So,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that was spur of the moment for me also. It gets a little bit wild and crazy, that's for sure. And, Stacey has a lot of contradictions in the things that, he says, and that's one of the reasons, having you here, talking with you, it's helping, and that's what you wanted to do. You want to clear your name. You want to tell your side of the story.
Yes, correct. And, I do apologize to the world for not getting it out sooner, my side of the story and this and that. Although under that time, I feel like I was under great persecution and kind of like, accusations that are wilder than I could even dream up sometimes, and just a lot of crazy things happening. So it's really put my mind in distress and dismay and worry. And I still haven't even went over and personally met the parents that all this happened to their kid. You know what I mean?
Oh, really, Brandon? Do you want to meet me? Let's go right now. What time? Oh, well, it'll have to wait till after court tomorrow morning, because I have to go see your disgusting murderous counterpart. Come talk to me, Brandon. Come shake Tyler's hand, Brandon. I dare you. Show me good faith. Come talk to me. Tell me what happened that day. Tell me why you were a named suspect. Tell me why my son sent, or excuse me, why was there decomp at your mother's house and at the residence you were living at? Yes, I agree, Rogue. Absolutely. I express my worry about that more so on a weekly basis, not so much daily now. You haven't gone up and introduced yourself to the parents. Do you like coffee, Brandon? You guys, said you went and got coffee. Maybe you, me, and Kay could sit down and have a conversation. You could tell me all about your hangout times, what you two used to chit-chat about, since you were good old buddies, right, Brandon?
Because if anything ever happened to my kid, because I have one, I have friends that have kids, this and that, the whole 9 yards, that's something that would just get under my skin and really doesn't go well or sit well with me. So it's just
good. I hope it makes
like I say, a lot of mixed emotions on it, and heartbreaking story, and just not cool in my eyes, in my book, everything.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you talking with me. I really do. I'm glad that, you and Daniel Guthrie reached out and, you came up here and that you wanted to talk. That's what we're doing. We're clearing your name. We're, getting your side of the story. So, yeah, I just really appreciate you, being here and stuff and letting me go over the questions you and I, talked about yesterday. And yeah, you were saying that you didn't suspect Stacey. Do you know anything about, Sarah and Stacey trying to move out of town or anything after Michael's abduction?
I have heard him talk about traveling plans before, but as far as right after this happened, not really, no.
Okay. Do you mind if I take some questions from chat? I mean, they've been very, very nice. I just will let you know. I don't know if you're watching chat from another phone or what, but they have been being fairly nice, and people have a few questions. Would you mind answering a few?
No, not at all. I mean, I can't really see the comments and this and that from my browser page right now, but I mean, yeah, if there's good questions, concerns, comments, this and that, I'd like to hear about it. Yeah.
Okay. So one person wants to know if you tried to get a new phone or if you changed phones after Michael's abduction.
No, I pretty much had the same phone, the same number for quite a while.
Okay.
But I may or may not have some issues with some phone things that I got to sort out. Yeah. So
what do you got to sort out, Brandon?
It's a yes and no answer, to be honest.
Okay.
It's a yes and no because you got rid of the phone on the 30th of July and got a new phone. Kept the same number. Right, Brendan? Oh, the smoke is burning something. It smells like more like a barbecue than it did what it did last night. Huh. May or may not. You're right, Callie Dime? He says that a lot. It's his tell, I think. One of his tells. That way he don't incriminate himself is the way I'm looking at it.
No worries.
Technology pisses me off some days.
Some people want me to ask you again about your stop on the way out of the neighborhood. You said you guys pulled over to the side of the road.
Right. Yeah. The vehicle was stopped in the middle or on the side of the road for a short amount of time. Yes. For a brief moment.
On the way to Kuna when you were on your way to your mom's house, correct?
Right. When I was going to get my car before that, I'm pretty sure Stace said, "Hey, we need to pull over." One of the people in the truck car said, "Hey, we need to pull over and check our power steering real quick." If I am correct, I'm pretty sure that was what the issue was.
And who was in the vehicle at that time?
Mr. Attorney Man. Even the criminals can keep their fluid straight. Keep talking about damn brake fluid.
I'm pretty sure it was Sarah, me,
Okay.
and I think that was it.
Okay.
I'm trying to go over details too, because sometimes we give people's rides, and I'm trying to put a name to a face, and go over kind of what I've been through or went along.
Yeah, take your time, no worries. Who was driving the truck on the way to Kuna?
So I'm pretty sure Sarah was at that time.
Okay. Did you see a kid in the neighborhood anywhere when you pulled over to the side of the road?
I did not know, but I think I did remember, because I was the one that was probably going to get the power steering out and open the hood and go check it and this and that, and the other people would have been in the truck, so they might have had a lookout and said that they might have seen somebody or this or that.
Other people in the truck. You and Stacey were outside the truck, so there should have only been a person, not people, Brandon. It's because Michael was in the back of that truck. Isn't that right, Brandon?
That. So, I mean, I do remember something being said about that, but was it the little kid, the 5-year-old missing boy that was on the thing later that day? No, I did not see him at that time. In fact, I did remember after he did come up missing that someone seen flyers of him at a laundromat or this or that or something. I remember something along those lines too.
At the laundromat. Brandon, were you the one that cut out Michael's eyes on that missing persons flyer? Were you the one that crossed out his face and wrote dead across his forehead at the damn laundromat? Did you do that? Or was it Stacey? Or no, that would have been you or Sarah, because you like to go pretend to do laundry, right, Brandon? Which one of you at the laundromat cut up Michael's picture like that?
But right. I'm just trying to put all my times together, like I say.
All right. Who got out?
Okay, let me give you an explanation, you guys. So there was a picture of one of Michael's missing persons flyers. It was one of the original ones. I believe it was one of the ones that the babysitter had made. And of course, the cameras weren't working in the laundromat at the time, but there were alleged people that were there. And the photo did fucking end up on the internet. And it was a picture of Michael, and the eyes had been stabbed out, and there was an X across his face. And they wrote dead across his forehead and left it there in the laundromat. So yeah. Jesus Christ, that was within the first 2 weeks.
Out of the vehicle, if anybody got out of the vehicle, to put in the power steering fluid?
I'm pretty sure I went out and helped them with it.
Okay. All right.
So I don't exactly know who all came out and checked, but there's just a lot of things to go over. But I'm pretty sure I helped them pop it off and pour it in there that day.
I'm pretty sure that's all he came out and checked.
Did the fluids? Okay.
Did you guys hear that? Why would it take more than one person to fill power steering fluid? Yes, selective memory. It would take a week, you guys, of me going through all of the foul shit that has gone on in Michael's case, from ransom notes to pictures to stealing. Yep. And yeah, people constantly taking down his missing persons flyers and stuff like that, especially in our neighborhood. And I kept going out and putting them back up. I still do.
All right. And let me look through chat here real quick.
That's right, Samantha. Court documents say that they pulled over so Brandon could check on Michael. Because you heard Michael, didn't you, Brandon?
You said you made a stop at a gas station out of town, right?
Well, it was still in Fruitland town, so we went over there and put $20 in for gas, or put a couple gallons in. I don't quite remember. I'm gonna see if I can go over receipts and
Didn't
look
happen.
or whatever, or it might have just been cash. I don't know.
Okay.
But I remember we had to stop and get a little bit of fuel before we took off and hit the freeway because, you know, you don't want to be running out of fuel on the freeway.
Right.
Mhm.
Did you guys go in the gas station for anything?
If we did, it would have been for just gas, maybe grab a drink or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But other than that, not a long stay, no.
Okay. Somebody is asking in chat if you went to Portland a couple of weeks after Michael's abduction.
I am not quite sure on that, and I will look into more detail on that in the future.
Okay.
Why did you have to look into more detail on that, Brandon? Why? A yes or no answer. You remembered, right? Everything from that day on the 27th, but you couldn't remember a couple weeks later going all the way to Portland, Oregon? Yeah, exactly, Brandon. You're saying you stopped to get gas with Michael in the bed of the truck? Flippin' liar.
Thank you. A lot of people still asking
But I'm pretty
about
sure no.
Okay. So no, you're saying no, you didn't go to Portland?
Like I've been there before in my life, but I'm just trying to think about over the times and this and that. So, I mean, we'll get back to that later. But as far as right
Okay.
after an abduction happened, did I take off to Portland? No, I don't remember doing that because I don't know
Okay.
why I would have wanted to do that. But I have been there before in my life, you know. So it's a
Okay.
mix up of all these different things. Whenever I look at questions and analyze and go in, you know. So you got to think. I don't always think how every other person thinks. I might go more into depth on it and break it down and see what's the rhyme to the reason or reason of a reason, you know, and just kind of,
Yeah.
there's a lot to think about on
Yeah,
something like this.
I'm just going
A
through,
lot to think about on something like this.
questions, and they may be valid, they may.
What is there to think about on this, Brandon? If you had nothing to do with it, if you had no involvement, you do not know Michael Joseph Vaughan. You did not take him to your mother's house. Prove it. Yeah. Why are you so nervous about the Portland question, Brandon? Exactly. You shouldn't have to think twice. You shouldn't have to get back on that. Did you go to Oregon that time? No. Yes or no? Okay. Yeah. You went to Oregon in your lifetime. But did you go within the first 2 weeks of Michael's abduction? Do you know the answer, Brandon? The truthful answer? I know you do. You want to know a secret? So do I.
May not be valid, in chat. People have their own assumptions, their own theories, their own this, and like, for instance, I don't know what this would have to do with anything, but somebody is asking if it says, did he leave a cup in the field where he looked for Michael?
Not only no, but hell no. I wouldn't think that would be a very good thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know what leaving a cup in a field has to do with anything, but
Unless you're drinking on the job, and that's not permitted. Water only.
Other people were asking too, did you live with Stacey and Sarah?
So I never lived with them, but I did stay there on the weekends occasionally. After I first met them, and up until the point of maybe even a couple of weekends, but not like one weekend after another, just off and on. Whenever I get tired, I go hang out, crash, talk with them for a little bit, try to be, somewhat decent and civil. But like I said, that was before all this other shit got strange and things took a dive off the deep end, So you got to pay close attention who you're getting to know, what you're getting to know, and
what you're getting to know.
A lot more to talk about on that. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Where did you sleep when you did stay the night? I mean, did you have your own room there or anything? Did you ever pay rent?
Not really, no.
So where did you sleep when you stayed the night?
So if I went over there to hang out, I'd probably crash out on the couch or the floor, this or that or something. I mean, up until later times, we did discuss about me moving in, maybe paying rent, maybe getting a room of my own, all that stuff. That was a future plan, maybe in progress if, we got a good business going or this or that or become successful. And that's a pretty big goal to just be working towards, especially overnight,
Brandon is a bum.
And I know that Sarah, Stacey, they both end up in jail and whatnot, after all of this. And there was furniture there in the house. Do you know what happened to the mattress that was on the living room floor there? This is what somebody's asking. Do you know where the bed and the living room floor went? So I don't know anything about a mattress, so.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds strange. And I don't know. We can visit that at another time, but just right off the top of my head, do I know where a mattress is or went? No.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to pause that there. I've had you guys on here quite a long time. I know I didn't have anything set. I just need to keep talking about Monkey. Need to keep talking about Michael. Yeah, he is so full of it. So where were we at? I'll just leave that right there. 1 hour. See, now it's dark. Yeah, she called someone. Thank you, everybody. Decent and civil. Yes. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, even if you just drop by or catch the replay. I really appreciate it. Please share Michael's photo, share his story. Be on the lookout for tomorrow court updates. I will let you all know, or I'll set a time for a live when I get back into town. I'll have to get, buggy situated and everything. So if I don't go live, I'm sure Sam will probably cover it before I do if I'm not going to go live before her. So if you see the light, it's me. Have no fear, much love. Thank you, Kip. Thank you, little C. Yes. Killy woo foo. Thank you. Kim, I don't know if they're allowed to do that yet. I don't know. Sam's channel is missing PNW cases revisited. Sammy, could you drop your link, please? Or somebody, if you're still here. Also on there, you can find all the different playlists that she has for Michael Vaughn. I know there were no crickets last night. It was really weird. Like, it was very, very, very quiet. And you know when that happens, that something's gonna happen. So, thank you, Sam. So there is Samantha's channel right there. She does a lot of great work, not only for Michael. She does. She covers the Kyron Horman case. Yes, and he's an innocent little boy. Oh, Sam. Yes, her name is Samantha. I call her Sammy. Kim, if you are still here, so Monkey's Law. Monkey's Law created an alert system for the state of Idaho, which we didn't have before. So every state has the Amber Alert, but they also have different emergency alert systems as well, to send out to people to go over their phones, and the like electronic boarding along the highways and stuff like that. Hi, sweetie. Okay, so similar to an Amber Alert, it goes out statewide. We did not have that when Michael was abducted. We only had the Amber Alert. Now, we did have an app that's called Code Red, and it is something that you had to elect to sign up for to get notifications that the city would put out for an endangered child or a missing person. So they would there were 4 of those alerts that went out for Monkey that night. The first one starting at 11, the last one going out at 11 something. Did I say that right? The first one going out at 8 p.m. The last one's going out after 11. Now, when one of those alerts went off, we were standing out front with a group of people, law enforcement as well, and only a few people's phones went off when that alert went off. So, believe it or not, social media actually got the information out to more people than that alert system did. So I got with the lawmakers, Senator Abby Lee at the time, and pushed forward to get an alert system, get a missing person system, something that has almost all of the elements that an Amber Alert does. So this alert is Monkey's Alert. The law enforcement are able to signal out that alert, and it goes across people's phones like an Amber Alert. Some states have like a silver or turquoise, diamond for their elderly or a missing child, an endangered child. Thank you, Kim. So it has. And just before I went to Iowa, actually, we were standing in the airport, and I tell you what, when every single person's phone go off, and it's not an Amber Alert, it's a missing endangered persons alert, I know that it's going to help somebody. It's going to get the information out. There was an elderly couple that had been missing for a few days, and that alert had gone out, and they were found. I'm not sure on the statistics of how effective and how many alerts have gone out, but I do know that because of the alert, there have been people that have been found because they were made aware. I was hoping to have that information because I wanted to talk about it last Monday, but it's been kind of difficult to get the information on it. And because I want to get all the details of like the cost that it, actually did take to get it up and running. Yes, and it does help with, yes, thank you, Kelly Dime. So I will do a live on that so I can bring it out and read it to everybody, and I can upload it for you guys all to read yourselves as well. And it does help other agencies communicate, or it does help Idaho law enforcement agencies communicate quicker with bordering states. Yes, Elizabeth, I will do a show on Monkey's Law. And right now I have Morgan Romero and Lana Westbrook helping to gather all the information and get it so I can give everybody the details on it, because it is very important. Our state didn't have anything like that, and we do now. So yeah, there's a lot of details that I need to let everybody know, because there's a lot of work that went into it, and it's yes, Kim, I will do a live about it. What is today? Maybe I'll do one this week. Elizabeth, yes, I do believe it is a good stepping stone for others, and I want to add to it. Because of those alerts, 6 months old, the babysitter kidnapped, and the baby was seen on a Greyhound bus arriving in Louisville, Kentucky recently. See, they help. If we would have been able to have that alert, that would have been in place, since Michael didn't qualify for an Amber Alert because we didn't have a known abductor or vehicle, or they didn't believe for him to be abducted. Well, that's not the case, because at 8 o'clock, when that first EMP alert went out with that Code Red app, they were trying to get an Amber Alert. Law enforcement here was trying to get an Amber Alert. And so that didn't happen. And it was missed opportunities, I believe. So I believe it could have helped. It couldn't have hurt. So yeah, it was very upsetting and very frustrating, and that still is. But it'll help others, and it is helping others, and it did bring good things. So I will get that information for you guys, and I will have a live. I'll set up a live, and we'll go over it, and maybe see where else the state of Idaho could benefit from. I know there's a few other laws that have been passed here recently. It is helping. You're right, Kelly Dunn. It just bittersweet. So, all right, everyone. Yeah, I will quit bugging y'all and quit cheering you off. But thank you again for being here, supporting Michael. Please share his picture, share his story. Thank you, Sammy. Yep. Go stare him in the eyes once again. Sarah, I appreciate it. Thank you. So I will let you all know tomorrow how court goes. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And if you don't get to see me tomorrow, I'll see you soon. And take care of yourself. Take care of yourselves. Hug your loved ones. Hug your babies. Kiss your babies. Thank you all for being here. I will try to rest. It's probably not going to happen because I just don't sleep the night before court. Dreams suck. I wish I'd have more good ones than bad ones. I agree, MCE. All right, everybody. Much love. Take care of yourselves. Good night, everyone. Justice for Michael Joseph Vaughan. Brandon, where is my son?